Hi guys, welcome at Creative Tutorials. My name is Jelge, and in this Photoshop tutorial I'm going to show you how to adjust or edit or change the color of eyes in 6 different ways. Now we have an image here of a girl with nice eyes. We're going to change that, so let's get started. At first, of course, we need to make a selection of the eyes. Well, of course, you have to go to the selection tool, the elliptical marquee tools, the easiest way. Zoom in and just drag a little circle around the eye. Start in somewhere in the corner. Now with the space bar pressed, you can move it and make sure you select the iris. So in this case, the blue, and as little white as possible. But hey, nature isn't perfect. So Wooster's eyes are really round. Okay, now press Shift and Alt at the same time, and then you see the little X next to the cross, so that means you have the right selection, and drag somewhere over there. If it's not right fitted, also press the space bar just to be able to drag it to the right position and release, and this is the selection of the eye. Now if we use this selection as it is now, it will have really hard edge, and that's not useful. So we go to selection, modify, and feather, because we want to feather the edge. 4 is fine in this case. First check your image and try some different radius, because it might be 2 for you or 6 for you. Who knows? Okay, now we're gonna copy this into a new layer, or because I'd like to show with the mouse what we're doing, it's more easy for people who don't have that much Photoshop experience. Choose layer via copy by clicking with the right mouse. Now, as you can see, this is an eye with a nice soft edge. We're going to do the same for the other edge, for the other eye. Space bar, so the hand shows, and then you can easily slide the image. And here we go. Just stand in a corner somewhere and start dragging. And there it is. Now, Shift Alt, and my second eye is selected. Okay, the same, select, modify, feather, 4 is fine. Right click, layer via copy. Oops, pay attention. Layer via copy, make sure you're in the image, the background. Layer via copy. Now we have 2 eyes. Let's merge this into one layer. So select both, right click on the selection, merge layers. We're gonna name them eyes. And now the fun part starts. There are different ways to change the color of the eye. So let's start with the color balance. Make sure that after you've selected the color balance adjustment that you're going to press, we're going to use this option, because then thanks to the little arrow you're seeing, it's correct what you're doing. So now the selection or the adjustment only influence the eyes and not the entire document or the layers below. Just use the slides from left to right. Let's give her some nice blue eyes. Zoom out so you can see a bit more, or maybe green, I don't know. Just play with it and find the color as you like. These are the midtones, the shadows are the darker parts. don't go wild on those, but well, it depends on whatever your intentions are with the eyes itself. The highlights, you know, that's to make it lighter, more intense. There you go. And now we can make the opacity, slide it a bit down if you like, and now she has beautiful green eyes. Okay, next option. Let's choose the hue saturation version. It's the same, just use the arrow, so it only influences the eyes. Make sure you have colorized active. Now, if you slide the arrow from left to right, you see the eyes are changing, the color of the eyes. And now you, for example, we're going to give them a purple color. If you go to the left, it's less intense, and to the right, it will be more intense. And you can adjust the lightness, but I prefer to do this with the opacity. So that's the second method. Now the third method, the curves. Same option. Let's not have the hue saturation on. Choose one of these three. Well, let's choose blue for starters. And there you go. If you go left, you give it some more blue. If you go right, some less. I want to give her some real intense blue eyes. Now we can play with the green. It takes some of the green out of it, or give it some extras. Red doesn't really do much, so I'm just going to show it with green and with blue. And here you have her, see her having nice blue eyes. Next option, that's really fun. We're going to give her some rainbow eyes. You know, that's, I don't know if it ever be useful, but some people like it. We have to make this selection again, or use the selection again. So where are you going? You're going to selection, load selection, and then you see it saved the channel, the document in the girl's document. So well, this document is named girl. Choose OK, and here are both selections. Now you can do it on both eyes at the same time. So you have to deselect one, press Alt, go over it with the selection, and now you have a nice eye selected. Again, go to the adjustments, choose gradient, and you find all the adjustments as well in the top bar, but I like to work with it from down there. It's the easiest way. Now I change this to angle. Great, now we don't have to change any of this in this case. Here we go to color, and we have a nice rainbow colored eye. Select, load selection, and now we're going to Alt, and you know, the minus shows, so that's correct. We're going to do the same on the other eye. Gradient. And there we go. Angle. Okay. And we're having color. And there she has two rainbow eyes. A lot of fun, but not really something you will be using a lot. Now we can give them a solid color as well. Let's just pick the eyes and choose solid color. And now we're gonna, well, let's use some blue, bluish. Here we go, solid color, and then use the, well, we take a hue. And there she has some blue eyes. And now, this isn't really ideal because you don't get to choose the colors as you like. So What I prefer if you're using this method is to just create a new layer, and we don't want this to be attached as a clipping mask, so just make it a new layer. Selection again, and load selection. There you go. Now just make sure you're in the right layer here. Pick a color. Pick a color. Well, let's use blue again. It's maybe easiest to do. Take the brush, make it in a nice size, and there you go. And here we can use again the hue, so it actually gives the same effect as it has over here. Only this way you can, you have more options to pick different colors or even change them if you want. Now, another fun effect to give to the eyes in this way is to make a new layer. Make sure you have the selection, or make the selection again. Then pick a nice, well, just pick a white color. We are doing the same as before, but now we're going to filter, blur, and a Gaussian blur. And what we're trying to do here is we're giving it some edgy, well, yeah, like this. You can put it some, well, on as much radius as you like. Let's take this for example. Just use the overlay effect on it, and there you see you have some really nice bright eyes, and you can use the opacity on it a bit to change it. Only if you're doing this you have to pay attention, because you work with a white overlay, and if you maybe I can show you, if you use this on a white background of the eyes, then it actually shows a bit like if you are using, or if she's wearing contacts, and you don't want that. But in that case, just stay on the layer, go to the brush tool or the eraser tool, use a soft size, a soft hardness, a low opacity, and just brush around the edges till they're nice and soft. Well, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you find it useful. If so, of course, I'd love to see a like. Thank you for watching, and until the next tutorial.